All right, man, listen, I know you're going through it right now, man. I know things are tough. And the reason I know that is because you wouldn't have clicked this video if it wasn't. If everything in your relationship was great, if you weren't having any problems, if you and your lady were seeing eye to eye, getting along, you know, you're probably thinking like, man, this is torture, bro. My lady's not giving me the ooh-wop. You know, it's dry as a Sahara desert right now. I'm not getting nothing. We're fighting all the time. Is this ever going to stop? Listen, man, let me give you some tips, some advice that might help you better your relationship or better how your lady looks at you. You know, it's time for men to start stepping up, man. Like these young dads, bro. I'm really making this video because these young dads, bro, slipping, man, slipping, right? And by the way, this is coming from somebody that is not the, you know, the TikTok relationship guru, the bachelor type guy. No shade to the guys over there on TikTok that kind of give the short form relationship advice, but you know, a lot of those guys are just living kind of as bachelors, right? They're not in long-term relationships, I should say. And so, you know, their perspective is a little bit skewed. I've been there. I've done both. You know what I'm saying? I've been outside, hear me? I've done that, but I've also been married for 6 years, have 3 kids with one woman, my wife. And I guess that's a flex nowadays, because nowadays people got more baby mamas than Nick Cannon. You feel me? I don't know what's going on with that. So, been with one woman for years, 3 kids with her. Very hands-on type of dad. I take my girl to gymnastics. I do it with her. You know what I'm saying? I'm very involved with that. I drop her off at school. I pick her up from school. So anyways, let's jump into it, bro. This introduction's been far too long. So number one, man, you know, you got to learn how to help your lady around the house more often, bro. Like if you see some dirty dishes piling up in the sink, just do it, bro. But listen, I'm not even saying you're doing it for her, but do it for yourself, because if you see the dirty dishes in there, they're building up, and you know your lady is the type of lady to get mad seeing those dishes there, just knock it out so you don't have to deal with the headache later on. Change your perspective from, man, she got me freaking washing these dishes, man, and you're all mad, to switching your perspective and looking at it like, yo, bro, I'm getting these out of the way so we can have a good time later. We can watch a movie, we can hang out, might do a little something, you know what I'm saying, because you're gonna be in a good mood. Just freaking I'll scrub the hell out of those plates, man. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? If you got to change your perspective to make that happen and get the wheels turning and get the job done, do whatever you have to do, bro. That's tip number one. Help your lady around the house, especially if you guys are living together. You got to stop looking at certain things that are for the woman to do and certain things for the man to do. Now, like obviously the exception to the rule would be like if there's something that needs heavy lifting, it's required somebody who, you know, is stronger to do it, then sure, leave that to the guy. Tip number two, man, learn to communicate if you haven't already. Like, bro, if you don't know how to communicate, you're living like a caveman. You know what I'm saying? It's not an excuse to be like, well, I'm a man, like we don't communicate. That's lame. That's what girls do. Oh, talk about my emotions. I'm not saying you gotta be like all like soft and mushy about it. I'm just saying learn how to properly articulate yourself, learn how to convey a message, learn how to persuade, learn how to debate, learn how to talk, bro. Like learn how to communicate, because right now thing that you're doing where you're not communicating at all is not working. Like you need to open up. She can't read your mind. Quite frankly, bro, you're acting like a little kid if you think that she can or should read your mind. It doesn't work that way. Number three, man, lead by example, man. Don't expect your wife to follow you just because you're the man. Like give her something to follow. Don't expect her to just do it just because you have a freaking, you know what I'm saying, a you know what between your legs. For example, man, if you want her to get more fit in the gym or whatever, right? Let's say she's like, hey man, I want to do it. Like I want to get more in the gym. I see you working out, but I'm just not really motivated. Just keep going, bro, for yourself. Keep going to the gym. Keep getting results. Keep making progress. Keep on your diet. Stay consistent. Don't worry about what she's doing. Keep consistent on your diet, your goals, and you keep your focus. What's going to happen is you're going to start changing. You're going to start leveling up. She will have no choice but to see you and be like, dang, like I want to feel like that way too. I want to get that way too. Like, okay, how do I do it? Right? Here's the thing, man. People are not going to follow someone who looks like they're not worth following. For example, I talked to my little brother about this earlier today, my younger brother-in-law, because he talks about how his family back home, they're not into fitness like that. And some of his friends are not into fitness like that. I said, well, the way that you get them into fitness is just continue to be into fitness yourself. Start seeing results, start getting progress. Because right now with the physique that you have, they're not going to ask your opinion about anything when it comes to fitness. No offense. But if you build your body up, you're looking like an Arnold type dude. It's like, boom, dude is super swole. Naturally, they're going to feel like, yo, wait, what? So what are you really doing with your diet, bro? Are you really like, you know, are you really clean? Are you taking anything? Like, you know, like, what should I do? Like, you see how my arms look? Like, how do I get this bigger? How do I, like, they're going to start asking your opinion because you look the part. It's the same thing for men. If you want your lady to follow you, you need to look the part and act the part, do the things you need to do to have someone follow you? Are you even acting as a leader? That should be the first question you ask. Number 4, when in a debate or disagreement, you set the pace, you set the cadence of the conversation. Like, it was like the best advice my brother gave me, man. One time I was talking to him, I was venting, I was frustrated about my relationship at the time. Me and Betsy, my wife, got into an argument, and I was mad. I left the house, like, I'm going out, I'm gonna talk to my brother or whatever. I said I'm gonna go hang out with my brother and train or work out, whatever we're gonna do, right? So we hung out, and he told me, he's like, listen, man, you can't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Just like storming out, or, you know, raising your voice. Not to say that I was, but just giving you examples. Raising your voice and cussing up a storm and this and that. You're the man. You're supposed to set the pace and set the cadence of the conversation. You're always here, calm, flat. It's not wavy, you know, going up and down. It's just, it's the same, stoic the entire time. There's nothing that she can say or do to get you to raise your voice and punch a hole in the wall and go crazy. That's not going to do anything for you. It's not serving you. It just makes you look more immature, if anything, and explosive, and, you know, that you have a temper. You don't need to get into that. You don't even need to yell. A real man is grounded. Like, he almost gets more calm as the chaos, you know, grows, right? You know, listen, man, always have your lady or whoever you're debating with come up to your level. You're never going down to them, stooping to their level. You have to have them come up to you. If they're not willing to come up to you, the conversation is over. If they want to get crazy and stoop low and hit below the belt, you know what I'm saying, and call you out of your name, whatever, conversation is over. I don't need to converse with you anymore. We're good. Last tip, man. This is a big one, bro. Man, you got to know your worth, bro. I'm talking to you, my man. You got to know your worth, bro, because listen, a lot of times that, you know, guys get in a relationship, they think that because they had to work so hard to get the girl, they had to become interesting to even get the girl. They had to make some more money, because girls don't like dating bums. They had to, you know, improve their physique. They had to change their style. They had to become more charismatic and increase their confidence and stand up straight. And then after they got all that, they had to go up to the girl, ask her for her number, take her on a date, pay for the date, all that stuff. So you worked hard to get the girl, and then you're scared of losing her because you worked hard to get it. But when you're in that kind of position, that mentality of I'm scared to lose her, dude, you run the risk of losing yourself. Because you're so scared of losing her, you can end up losing yourself, because you're trying to do everything to just hold on to her. Bro, understand that you are just as worthy as she is in the relationship. Just like she has worth in relationship, you have worth in the relationship. You have to understand that. Like, it's not a one-sided thing, like the girl is just to be coveted and she's a trophy. And nah, bro, you also have a ton of worth in the relationship, and you got to remember that, man. But you have to also be a worthy man to be, you know, to look at as that way. Don't be a freaking dirtbag, a bum, a loser, and then expect to be like, oh yeah, I have worth in this relationship too. Well, you're not necessarily doing the things that make you worthy. So anyways, man, those are some quick tips for you, bro. I really hope that you take those seriously, bro. I hope that it serves you. It served me tremendously, and man, this is some of the best advice that I've gotten over the years. Again, this is coming from somebody who has been married happily for 6 years, going on 7 this upcoming August. Have a beautiful family and just happy living life. I want the same for you. So anyways, man, if you guys appreciated this video, if you got some value from it, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you want me to talk about. If you have some ideas or some questions that maybe you want me to answer, or some topics you'd like to see me cover, let your boy know, and I'll make those ASAP. Talk soon.